Now, yes, since some time I've been working on, well, game development without a computer. Yes. And then some like terrible sort of fucktard will say that, all right, this is our company computer, sit on. Yes, we didn't hear any of your recording, and you have a computer now. However, 5 minutes later, at most, you will leave. Technically, you have a computer. Rich kid, perfect. I've been dealing with illogical stuff. There's this alternate coffee shop opened to where I currently reside. And then, we hopefully mean to like this lure this like affectionate customer clientele to this new coffee shop so that we can chill with our regular, like $1 coffee that we pay $3 to $5 for, and we are happy for it. Yes. I should be listening more music. Yeah. So yes, I've been reading this book. It's the Boost C++ libraries. Well, it's written by Boris. Instead of Boris, it's Boris. Yes, you can like emphasis on R. However, it's not Boris. It's Boris. Schelling. If my Deutsch also to an extent, I think pronunciation is applicable in terms of Swiss as well, or whatever Switzerland language is called. Yeah. So it's again Schelling. Well, why did I pick this? Well, it was cheap on Google Books. Terribly sorry, Boris. Maybe you are a very important computer scientist, and then I have no idea. Well, I couldn't have the chance to, or proper setting, because you probably know better than I do. Well, I could not purchase like few $100 book, so I have to read your book. Well, you know, because you put it there, because probably and no one purchased it back in the day. Now it's cheap, and then maybe you are a very important computer scientist, and I respect you regardless. Yeah. So thing is, why did I read this? Well, because it's a precursor to, first of all, application of logical thinking in terms of professional life. Now, when you think about becoming professional at any field, it's like, any field. Doesn't have to be this art, doesn't have to be this, immaterial, doesn't have to be physical, whatever. No, any field. And you will know that thing that you do, for instance, you do it for 4 hours a day. Well, remaining 20 hours, including ones that you sleep, are included in your professional schedule, not schedule, right? All right. So this means that your 1 week is also, you are also professional. Hopefully, also thankfully, you are not professional in, 12 months a year. Which means, like, if you want, you can take off 3 months per year, and then, still get paid. And then, these were back in the day luxuries of, yeah. So why did I read it? It's a precursor to, yes, application of logical thinking in case of I, as in like one that you're hearing right now. Because I want to develop to be honest, I want to begin with code Pokemon, well, red, blue, or green, whatever, and then, well, I could not because I had to learn something called assembly. And then, well, when I tried to learn assembly, I also learned that so-called, not so-called, ethical hacking for ease of, certain SATA mumbo jumbo also used assembly. And then, well, yes, it's the path to mastery in terms of computer. Also, well, this, well, hardware, yes, also hardware and software, well, like intercession, so to speak. Yeah, so, well, it's like, well, all right, I tried, and then, well, all I wanted to was code Pokemon Blue, and then, well, I wasn't allowed, or I couldn't, I have no idea. Then, well, all right, then let's go with C++, since I was like affectionate, yes, would be proper term, with it, since, well, I've been like dosed with C#. It's like you can learn what an interface is, however, when you hear term delegate in a C# course that you literally freaking paid for, then you know that you should be probably leaving class, regardless of how much you paid. True story. Yeah. Yeah. And then, well, so yes, this, I think, also then I know that I tried some Unity. Well, I failed miserably because, well, Unity is basically like, I have no idea. And, well, I left it, and then, well, option offered to me was, okay, you want to do real, then go Unreal. However, that required extreme capabilities computer, which meant like 30 to 50K US dollar. Well, let's make a discount and call it 10 to 20, and then, well, there is some terrorist fuck that just like got a job, and then, well, we can offer it to you for 300. However, we will like maim your entire being. Well, yes, we are terrorists and we can get into this like corporate stuff, and then, well, you don't know us. Don't bother. Yes, this is an interaction. So that's why I had to read this book. Also, well, I had as like, yes, I read it with my own will, and well, I enjoyed it. Yes, book is perfectly well logically written. Thanks to my previous C# course, which means, sorry, previous C++ course also, which means that C++ knowledge, I could, well, differentiate what to read and what not to focus on. However, well, some things were, well, not easy, which I will mention in next